So about a year and a half ago, there was a landslide from Hurricane Helene. It went down there, and that's my property. In fact, that big tree right there is my property. And so he's right on my property. The line is right here, and it comes up, goes to these trees here. Anyway, big landslide. He was worried about his house falling in. It was on bedrock, so I didn't think it would. But anyway, he went to this great expense to put up this huge barricading wall, and had a lot of stone left over, and he dumped it in my yard, which is nice. Now I've got all this clean stone like he's got here, same stuff, but it's got to be moved now for me to level out my area like my guy is doing right now. He's moving a lot of it, and you know, we'll be able to do something with it, but in the meantime it's in the way. So what we're going to do here is level this area here out, and we're going to put an RV there, and then over there where he's working now, that will all be leveled, and we'll have like a fire pit over there and a little casita cookout kind of deal, and hopefully it'll be a nice place to go, and with this view. I mean, check this out, pretty nice. So there are, that's probably 4 or 5 feet from this level here to up there where the RV will go. He's going to try and lower that a little bit more. He's going to keep that there, that dead hemlock, but he's going to keep that there because it's holding everything up and it's a root system. But you can see how steep this land is, and it's been filled in. So you want to try and build or put things on native ground or the original earth, not fill dirt, because fill can settle and you don't want to do that. So we are trying to make that happen, and the majority of this land up here will be flattened, and a lot of it is fill, as you can see. But we're going to put a retaining wall from that tree, that hemlock right there, all the way along here back, probably 20 feet. That tree is rotten. We'll take out most of it, but try to leave a root system down there, only because the roots hold the earth in place. Same with this thing here. This was a giant. This thing is 5 feet across, and it's probably a hemlock also. They're very bug resistant, so it's probably why it's lasted that long. But you can see they held it up with pieces like that. They held up these railroad ties, and these things are 8x8. So they're pretty substantial. They're not really as rotten as I thought they might be. So we're going to use those as backfill over there to raise way over there to raise up the land over there. But this has got to come out. That stump right there has got to come out. There's another one up here that's got to come out, and a rhododendron right next to it. So some work to do. We are also moving this electric over there because it's right in the way of pulling an RV in. And we're going to move the water and the sewer, all three of those things, over closer to the edge. So we've got room to pull an RV in and out of here. And if we ever rented this space, which is likely, the big RV would never be able to fit in here because it's only about, I don't know, 6 feet, 10 feet, I don't know, something like that, to the drop off. So we'll put a fence there, but it won't be, you know, it's too risky to have it that close. So those are going to be dug up and moved over in this area somewhere. There's a close-up of a tree we just took down right here. I can't remember the name of it. It's some kind of ragweed tree. It's amazing how many trees they find useless. People that mill them know exactly what they are. They dismiss them as useless. Like, you knew the hemlock and you knew that was a good tree. So we milled it actually and got some nice boards out of it. The thing next to it is a rhododendron. They're all over up here in the mountains. They're great for coverage, but they're unruly. They can really be crazy, unruly. But we're making some ballasts out of those, so, you know, there's some use in them. I can show you those later. Firewood there, we'll save that. And all those random stones, right, like there's some there. There's random stones over in this area. We're going to save those and make a fire pit out of those. That is a pile of rotten timbers and roots that need to get pulled out, and behind it is probably 10 tons of stone, which is awesome because we can use that as a top layer on both of these levels. So we won't have to buy stone, which is awesome, because if you watched my video on the river landscaping, you know we got, oh boy, 20 tons, and it was costly. You can see how rotten these timbers are. I don't know when they were first put down, but they're toast. And they're probably railroad ties. I'm not positive. I know the one I'm sitting on, this one here, that is, looks like an 8x8. The one I'm sitting on here, let me flip it around here. That looks like 12x8. Don't know if you can see that okay, but yeah, this is the big one that I'm sitting on, and that's solid. Now they used to soak these railroad ties in creosote, and that increases their lifespan, and it certainly has appeared to do that. Now, the one I'm sitting on, and that one right there, may be rotten on the inside, which is where the dirt touched it. We'll see when it gets to this point. So there's a barricade or a retaining wall out of those lumbers pieces right there. That was all along here. Because remember, this property's on a slope, but they're rotten. So we're just gonna have a feathered drop over there. And we're gonna remove these rhododendrons on our property and push the level back further. And maybe even lower this whole side so we can push it over further, get more space. And in that corner over there where he's working, we're going to put a little, like a casita. I think I mentioned that earlier. Be about 10 feet long by 6 feet deep. Yeah, we'll have a grill over there and a place to serve food. Gonna pull that roadie right out, which is okay with me because it totally blocks the view. And that's the view. So yeah, you'll want to see that. Yep, we just pulled the roadie out. They call them roadies up here, for short for rhododendron. It's quite a rhododendron and a pine tree. These rhododendrons are good and bad. They totally encroach a property, but they also block off properties. Let me show you. There's rhododendrons right there. You can't even see that guy's property on the other side. And this is winter. So they're evergreens. Pretty amazing trees. But they grow prolifically. So that can be not such a good thing either. That rhododendron has grown right into that rotten piece of wood. I don't know how long this has been here, but quite a while. That is rotten. Wow. He's gonna load all of this stuff in his truck and dump it. In this place, people built on top of things, didn't remove things. They kind of did a half-assed job. It was like a summer home and they didn't care. In fact, this place I'm in started out as a RV campground. So it's very, I don't know what you want to call it. Infrastructure is not great. A lot of roads, but not great infrastructure. Although they do have sewer and electric, so that, and satellite dish, so that's kind of cool. I'm standing about 5 feet, maybe 6 feet above where he's digging. We're gonna have stairs built between this level and that level.